What's up, guys? Just finished up with the gym. I didn't want to go, but I actually feel pretty good now after I went. It's pretty nice. I feel good, feel great. While I was actually working out, I was listening to a speaker of the 80s, and now I believe he's pretty good speaker, and I think that the things that he's said and the information he's given to me has actually been great. And that speaker is Jim Rohn, and that's R-O-H-N. And I was listening to him to just now, and like something came over me. I just thought about some of the things in the that he's saying, and this is some of the things that he said in the 80s that is actually current and still true today. Now I'm still learning, listening, and putting those things into action that he's explained, and I just felt I needed to just kind of give you guys some tidbits of what I've actually learned, my takeaways from it. And also I could put it in the description as well, a link for you guys to take a look at it. But there was a lot of things that he talked about, and just about every single thing that he talked about made a light bulb go bling. You know, just made me just recognize that some of the stuff that he's saying I'm actually doing, some of the stuff that he's saying that I'm not doing. And one thing I think that's just full circle, and I think that everybody, every speaker, every wealthy person, just about every successful person that they're saying, and that they have said, and that I believe that they're going to continue to say, is personal growth. Personal growth, personal growth, personal growth. Personal growth is, in my opinion, so easy that it's hard. Personal growth is so easy that it's hard, and we take it for granted, per se, because we know we could just wake up in the morning and then say, all right, I'm changing to do this, and we could just do it. But it's so easy, it's hard to do. And another thing that I kind of liked that he talked about was instead of saying reaping what you sow, sow what you reap. And he talked about a farmer, you know, gets up in the morning, works 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 to 7, sometimes 7 days a week. Crops come in, does all the things that he needs to do to be the best farmer that he could possibly be. And crops is full, beautiful. And then the day before, a hailstorm comes in, tears up his crops. Well, the farmer's not to blame for it. The farmer put in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears, and made sure it works. That everything went through, everything was processed, the farm was tended to. He got all the bad, I guess, the bad bugs from, you know, eating his crops. He protected his crops. He made sure that what he did was sound. He got the crops. He protected the crops. He made sure the crops had looked great. And then just before he started to harvest it, nature happened. And that's what happens in business. So for me, recently, I failed. I've had a failure, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4, maybe even 5 failures. And what I told myself is, I looked in the mirror and I told myself, you know, there's something got to change. There's something that has to happen. There's something that I got to do to stop failing, and things like that. But then I started to think to myself, no, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm working towards my goals. I'm working hard. I'm thinking of new and better ways to improve myself. It's just outside things like nature happens. Failure is a good thing. I know we don't want to accept that, but failure it truly is, because from the failures that I've encountered recently, I'm actually, and I have learned from them, and now I'm putting some action toward it. And I believe that with the failures that we run into and the things that happens in our life, when we have one failure, we give up, we quit, we stop doing whatever it is that we were doing that we had a passion for. Well, I'm telling you now, don't stop, don't quit with whatever passion that you like. Stick with it, because failure is going to happen no matter what. It's like nature. We can't control nature. The only thing we can control is ourselves. And the best way to do it is personal growth. And then that comes towards the end of what I'm about to leave you guys with. He talked about reading. So, you know, we all don't like reading. We all like reading. I think it's a little bit of both. We like reading, but sometimes we don't like reading. But I think it's important, based off of what I'm gathering and what I've learned and what I've seen from, you know, successful people. They don't like reading sometimes either. They may not like what it is that they're reading, but if it's the truth, it's the truth. And they read it anyway because they're gathering knowledge from it. And it's important that we read, we learn from it, gather the knowledge, and use it toward our advantage. So with that said, you guys, I'll leave the link in below for Mr. Jim Rohn. And also, I'll leave some other pieces of information. If you are interested in getting your business started, or if you're interested, if you already have a business, I'll put a link in there that can actually help you improve your business. Feel free to take a look at it and go from there. And I just wanted to say to you guys, have a great week. Peace, love, and happiness. I'm out.